Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series here on the channel. We are currently on the second season of our franchise. Unfortunately, we completely shit the bed in the second season after getting into the playoffs, getting into the second round last season. We just weren't able to play as well as we should have in the second season. Our players just didn't deliver, I think. Gallagher and Duran, all those guys played decent, but they didn't take the step that we needed them to. And we just need to make some changes, guys. We need to trade some of our UFA players and just go with the youth, see where they can take us. And yeah, we need some more out of Kotkaniemi, definitely. Suzuki, we need some growth out of him, even though he's played very, very well compared to last season. We need some overall growth out of him. To Foley, obviously. Cole Caulfield has 17 goals, almost 30 points in 60 games, which is really good, especially considering he was playing most of the first half of the season on the fourth line. So I just think that we just weren't able to get it done here in the second season. I'll quickly show you the goalies. I just don't think we've scored enough. 20, 20, and 5 for Carey Price. Not the greatest stats. Same for Primo. He has a losing record. And obviously that's going to be expected sometimes out of a rookie goalie, but we needed more out of him and out of Price, obviously. So we have one more game before the trade deadline, and obviously in this game, the trade deadline is its own little game. So we're gonna enter that in a little bit later. So two of our rookies actually scored, and Caulfield actually scored twice. Romanov scored once, Kotkaniemi and Dunn scored. For us, we get the 5-4 win. I hope we don't start winning. Cole Caulfield had 3 points, which is great. But I was going to say, I hope we don't start winning now that I've pretty much made up my mind that we're gonna just give up on the season here. But yeah, let's go here and say we're going to be sellers for now and enter the trade deadline. And we're going to be trading some of our players. So trading block, let's add some of our players here. Perfect. Petrie, Strome. Who else could we add here? You know what? I think that is good, actually. Let me put, instead of Petrie, let me put Dano, just to see what they can give us. So, a couple 84s. And then a few players that are in the 80s. Yeah, let me just get away from here. Let's see if we can find a trade for Cal Yarncroc. Actually, sorry, let me have a quick look and see the trade. Can we browse a trade block? Okay, the players who are available. Quinn Hughes is still available. For some reason, 88 overall elite defenseman. I don't know if I would have to probably trade Carson Lambos for him if we wanted to speed up our thing. We could do it, but I don't know if I would here. Petrie and a third for Jake Virtanen, who is unsigned right now. A second and a fourth. If they were offering me Quinn Hughes, I probably would. For Petrie, I don't know if I would. Let me see. Let me try and maybe work something out for Quinn Hughes instead. He is worth a crap ton, though. I'd have to for sure include Carson Lambos and a first, I think, eh? Let's see. Carson Lambos, Petrie. Trade alert there. New York Rangers, they traded first and Robertson for Duncan Keith, Kubalik, and Phil Pula. Okay, so we could trade possibly Petrie and Lambos for Quinn Hughes. I don't know if I want to do that, though, to be honest. If I was to get rid of the two there, I think we would probably we'd probably win the trade here. But so Quinn Hughes is 4 years older than Lambos. Or 3 years. Yeah, 4 years older than Lambos, pretty much. If they can give us a second, I think I would possibly take it. We would obviously have to sign Quinn Hughes to a big... Let's see if they would say yes to this. Trade rejected. I can relate to trying to get the best for your team. Truly, I can. However, no deal. Okay, so if I was to get him... Oh, we only have a first and a bunch of fourths, eh? That's not great. Not great business by us. Let's see if we trade them. Nashville's second. Or let's give them a third instead. See if that would work. A couple thirds. For trade rejected. Okay, this will be my last offer. Petrie and Lambos for Quinn Hughes. Hopefully they said yes. They're not interested, so we're going to have to just say no to that. Let me just keep looking at the players that are available here. Ristolainen, 27 though, 1 year left. If we wanted to, we could probably sign him in free agency if we have money. But yeah, let's just find trade here. See what we can get for some of these guys here. Strome. Add asset. Find trade. See if we can find anything for Strome. Couple thirds only. Couple seconds. Second, a fourth, and a starting goaltender. So I think the best thing we can get is probably a couple seconds from Edmonton. They have a good team. Let me just have a quick look at Edmonton now. I know they had a crazy good record, so those seconds might not be great. Let me see how good the other team was. I think it was the Panthers who were looking to do something with us. Okay, a couple thirds. I want to see how good the Panthers are doing. If they're not great, yeah, so the Panthers would be better. Let's see. Yeah. Strome, 2/3 and a fourth for Spencer Knight. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. We might be able to get Carey Price's successor here. Spencer Knight, 20 years old. They want to get rid of him, which is crazy. And a second for 2 of our thirds and a fourth. Dang, I don't know if I should do that. We would have Primo, Price, and Knight. But we could then trade Primo for a prospect and then have Knight be groomed to be a pretty much Carey Price's successor. So if I do this and I just replace the third by a fourth, let me see if that would work. Two of the fourths here. Let's see if that would go. Trade rejected. Okay, so I think they just want to keep the 2/3. I'll do the 2/3, honestly, guys. I think it's good business for us. Definitely is good business because, like I said, we can trade Primo later on and then have Carey Price's successor in Spencer Knight. So we got Ryan Strome out of here. We basically signed him for nothing as a free agent for 1 year. And we got Spencer Knight, Carey Price's potential replacement. Let's see how good he is. He's worth a decent amount, 77 overall, medium elite. So he can turn out to be someone pretty good. Let's just keep it moving here. Who else do we have to sign? Or we have to trade, sorry. Martinez now. Let me see who wants to get rid of Martinez, or who wants to trade for Martinez. A third and a fourth from Edmonton. That's pretty much it, but I'll do that for them. Give them Martinez. Now, another center that we have here is Yarncroc that we can trade. He's not worth a lot, but he only has 1 year left at $2 million, a fifth and a seventh, a fourth and a seventh. I'm gonna say a fourth and a seventh from Dallas. Jake Evans has to come up. That's fine. Now, do we have any skaters that only have 1 year left? Okay, a bunch of them are unsigned here. Okay, Nick Suzuki, Josh Brook, Ikonen, Dunn, Paling, Rasanen. Okay, no one really that we can trade that is going to give us anything. Yeah, I think those guys were the only ones we were supposed to trade here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, no one really too interesting here. It's 8:48. All right, now let me just revisit this trade with the Canucks. See if we can make something happen here. So they wanted Petrie in another trade. We can give them Lambos. Quinn Hughes too much retained salary. Quinn Hughes isn't even signed though. That's what I don't understand. Okay, never mind. I think I don't know what they want over there in Vancouver, but let's just have a quick look at the trade summary. Why not? We traded Yarncroc to Dallas for a fourth and a seventh. We traded Alec Martinez for a third and a fourth. Rasmus Ristolainen actually went to Boston, and as well as Colin Miller for a first rounder, Devin Dubnyk, and got Kaida Garadov. We acquired Spencer Knight and a second for Ryan Strome, a third and two thirds and a fourth. Calgary acquired Troy Stetcher, Jacob Peltier, and Dustin Wolf. It's a pretty good trade, I think, for Detroit there. New Jersey actually acquired Haponiemi and a seventh and a first actually for Will Butcher and Jack Johnson. Connor McMichael went to Nashville for Joel Edmondson. Jonas Brodin actually went to Detroit for second. And that's pretty much it, guys. So Tomas Hertl actually went to Arizona, if I just saw that from the corner of my eye there. So, yeah. So we're pretty ahead now. Let me actually just have a quick look at the trade block now and see if I'm pretty sure we've traded all the players that we needed to. So if we were to trade Philippe Danault, I wonder who we could get for him or what we could get for him. Phil Danault. I'm not going to trade him. I just want to see what they want. A couple seconds. No way. A first and a third. So I'd rather just keep Danault, to be honest. All right. So let me just get out of the trade deadline. I'm just wasting some time here. So we made our changes. Now we have a lot of edit lines to do, or line changes, I should say, to do. It's going to be interesting for sure. Boston is placing Anders Bjork on waivers, I should say. I want to see how good he is first. He does have 2 years at 1.6. So you know what? I'm going to have to say no. If he had 1 year, I would be like, yeah, why not? But he has 2 years, so I'm going to decline that. I'm sure there's going to be other players on waivers. I guess not. Never mind. But let's just have a quick look and see. Let's have a quick look at the lines, I should say. So they're going back with Gallagher, Danault. Okay. We could have Kotkaniemi, Toffoli, and Suzuki, Paling, Lehkonen, and Caulfield. Anderson, Kuffner, and Evans. So let me just go like this instead. Yeah, why not? And then on defense, we have Petrie, Weber, Dunn, Jolson, Romanov, and Petrie. Perfect. +3 for those guys. So let's see how they do now. Who do we have scratched? Spencer Knight and Olofsson. So I'm going to actually bring down Spencer Knight so he can play and be the starter of our AHL team here. Roster moves here. Alright, so let me just go in net for goalies. And then we're going to end the season there, guys. I think we have some exciting prospects come up. Let's see. Well, Spencer Knight for sure is an exciting prospect. 77 medium elite. I think yeah, he has a bright future with us. I think I made him pretty good, so maybe Florida is gonna regret trading him for 1 year of Ryan Strome, maybe. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna have Spencer Knight play a lot of these games here. Doesn't have the greatest stats, but maybe he was playing on a shitty team here with the Florida Panthers AHL team. So you guys can see the players here. Defense. Josh Burke is actually up to 79. Are any of our players up to anything here? No. Kotkaniemi, Suzuki are 83 and 82. Caulfield's 879. So we don't really have a lot of good things that have happened this season, but that's all right, guys. Let me just simulate month by month now. Simulate to the end of March. See how we can do, or how we do here. All right, so I mean, we're winning and losing a bunch, so I mean, the more we lose, the better, I think, just so we can have a better shot at first overall, or even a top 10 pick. So let's actually, speaking of the draft, let's just have a quick look at that now. All right, so Vernarski, we don't know yet. I think he's still being scouted. Hobson, Kessler. I would like to get maybe Shane Wright, though. He just seems to be a great player here. I don't know if I edited him or not. Brad Lambert's a good player as well. Matthew Savoie is a great player. So anybody in the top 5, I would definitely like to be in the top 5 or top 6 even. So let's just keep losing here. I don't mind if we lose a bunch. It'll just give us a better position in the standings. Or sorry, in the draft lottery, I should say. So 33, 39, and 6. The Ducks fired their coach. Come on, guys. Hopefully we can keep losing here. Just want to have a quick look and see where we're sitting in the standings. We started to win a little bit, so not what I wanted to see here. Let's see in the entire league. Hopefully we are bottom 6 here. The Washington Capitals are absolutely killing it. But let's see. Where are we? Come on. The Philadelphia Flyers have 52 points. That's awful. Yeah, we are probably top 9. So we need to start losing some more and stop winning here. It's pissing me off that we're starting to win there 2 in a row. Which is not what I wanted to see. Suzuki has 50 points, which is decent. Still 82 though. Kotkaniemi has 43. Caulfield has 24 points. All right. 21-year-old rookie there. But yeah, guys, I just we need to start losing here. So we have a higher chance at the lottery. So let me do a few games at a time here. Come on, lose. Against Carolina. 7-1, perfect. We officially have 40 losses. Can we lose again there? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we went 1-2. Not awful, but not great either. The season has ended, so we obviously don't have the playoffs to look forward to. Let me actually have a quick look at the AHL now. Are we going to make it into the playoffs? That'll be really interesting with Spencer Knight there. Let's just go up to the last game of the season. 3 more games to go against Belleville, Lehigh Valley, and Rochester, I should say. So we actually go 1-1-1. So we're actually not making the playoffs. We were 2 points outside of the playoff picture. So yeah, so let's just simulate to the draft now. I don't want to keep tabs on anything. I think we should just be able to have a quick look at who won the Stanley Cup shortly here, and where we're going to be drafting. So let's cross our fingers here that we win the lottery, or at least win top 3 or something, so we can pick a good player, and we can fast track this rebuild. And actually, the Florida Panthers with Ryan Strome win the Stanley Cup, which is crazy. But yeah, I guess it was a good trade for them then. We actually won the lottery. Well, we won one of the lotteries. Us and Vancouver won the lottery. We're going to be picking second, guys. That's incredible. Let's have a quick look at the draft class again and see who is listed as second. John Hobson. All right. I don't know if I like him to be to go to second overall. I don't know. Kessler, two-way D-man. I think I'm going to pick Shane Wright if he's available. Because Hobson, although he is medium elite, I think he has pretty much the same stats. Just a few more goals less than Shane Wright. And I think Shane Wright's league is a little bit harder. C-. I would take the center over, and then Vernarski's just a beast. But I would take the center over the winger, to be honest. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Shane Wright. I'm glad that we won the lottery there. So let me just have a quick look at the retired players. Spezza, Zetterberg, Kovalchuk are headlining there. The retired skaters. Now for goalies, Corey Schneider retired. Okay, so good luck on those guys, I guess. Let's just pre-draft interview. Sure, let me actually interview Shane Wright and see how close he is. I'm going to interview this guy and Shane Wright because those are the guys that I'm interested in. So, okay, readiness. This is what we need, readiness. If he thinks he's ready in this year, okay. Play style. Let's see who he thinks he is, or who he molds as. He's more of a playmaker. All right. Let me just go new topic now. Skills. Let's see his strengths. He's going to say he's a good passer, or he sees the ice well or something. Okay. So this guy's pretty much NHL ready, as he said. He's pretty much going to be the same as Shane Wright. NHL ready, playmaker, skating. Those are the answers to our questions. Let's have a quick look here. Play style, sure. Readiness as well. Hopefully he says he's ready to make an impact right now in the NHL. So yeah, so he's pretty much the same player as the other guy, so as the other American winger. So okay, so pretty much the same thing here, guys. He is I think I'm gonna go with Shane Wright, to be honest. I hope he's like 80 or something, or 82. he can make it into our third line, and then we can potentially trade Philippe Danault or something. Or no, actually, we wouldn't even need to trade Philippe Danault. Sorry, we could probably even put Suzuki on the wing if we absolutely wanted to. But let's see. Let's just simulate the first pick. Vernarski, okay, 81. I think we've made up our mind here in picking Shane Wright. Hopefully he's 81 as well. Come on, Shane. 76. Come on. I was hoping for him to be a little bit better than that. Hobson is 79 playmaker, winger though. Lambert 76 center. Pretty much the same as Shane Wright. Kessler, the D-man, 78. Rutner, 79. Okay, so this is a good draft class. Savoie is 76. I want to actually have a quick look at Shane Wright now. I think Wright and Kotkaniemi can be two of our beast players here. 84 for Kotkaniemi. And have a look at Nick Suzuki, 86. Wow, what a growth by Suzuki. Caulfield, 82. Dre, 86. Gallagher, 85. Unfortunately, went down a little bit. No growth out of Romanov, though. Still 79. Gouli is a 70. Mishak is 66. Toffoli is 83. Okay, some growth, though. Brook is 80. Petrie's 83, so he's declining very, very fast here. We may have to trade Petrie, if I am to be honest here. Let's have a quick look at the goalies before we end it here. Knight is an 80. Primo's 82. Okay. So maybe we can have Knight play one full season as the AHL starter. Hopefully get us to the AHL playoffs and go from there, I think. Let's see. Yeah, their next pick is not up until 62. So I think I may have to trade Jeff Petrie here, guys. Just for the overall improvement of our defense. I think it's just smart to trade an 83 overall 34-year-old D-man who makes 6.25 for the next 4. A couple thirds, a third this year, second and a fourth for next year though, second and a fourth, second 60 and a fifth. Let me actually trade him to Winnipeg. All right, so we actually have let go of Jeff Petrie. Now we have a little bit more cap space to make some moves. And we did see some growth out of Jolson and Brooks. So I think those guys can potentially play in our forward group. And then Lambos is coming up in the next couple years. So let me simulate to 60 overall. And then see if we can find a gem here. Hogland, 3 low elite. Low top 4. Let me have a quick look to see if we have any gems or busts. Looks like they've all been taken actually, so. Do we know anybody for sure that's going to be... Okay, so this Hans Setzinger, 81st overall. Okay, for sure a medium elite. He's listed 81st overall. Afinogenov as well. Why don't we go for Hogland, Matthias Hogland? Actually, let me have a quick look at his stats. A+, 3 goals, 2 assists. Let's pick him up here. Hopefully he's a medium elite. Low top 6. Okay, that's fine. I think we're picking 60 seconds. So I'm going to pick that medium elite here. Right now. Yeah, Hetzinger here. Medium elite. I want to see quickly how good he is though. 66, not bad at all. He's as good as Lambeau's, I think. So let me just have a quick look here. Yeah, he has more trade value than Lambeau's. That's a crazy pickup, I think. Almost as good of a trade value as Wright. So I think that was just a great pickup by us in the second round there. And I think it's been a pretty good draft so far. 82nd overall now. I think that's going to be the third round, yes. Late in the third round, but hopefully you can find some gems here. Darren Fraze, right defense. Or we can pick up a Finagenov. Maybe we can pick a Finagenov with the next pick. Frazee, sorry. 7th D-man, that's a terrible pick there. Let's pick a Finagenov now, though. Just so we could assure ourselves of a low elite here. Kirill Finagenov, 60 low elite. Pretty good pick, I think. We have another pick in the 4th round, I think, or 5th round. Let's just go with this Koryluk guy. 2 bars, low elite. Low top 6D. Dang, alright. 153rd now. This is on the 5th round. Low top 4, Pisani. Stan Pisani, hopefully he's a low top 4. Low top 4, 57, not bad. Not great, but not bad. He can be a player that we throw in there in a future trade, potentially. If he doesn't turn out to be anything good. We have this guy, Weston Hawley. We have him watch listed, so let's have a shot at him. And then I'm gonna trade up these 6th top 9 medium. Okay, I'm gonna trade a bunch of my 5ths and my 6th and my 7th. Sorry, of this year. Oh shit. No, not Kotkaniemi. Sorry about that. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, so my draft picks. This one. I have a bunch of 6ths and a bunch of 7ths as well. So, dang. So I'm going to have to trade all of these guys. Alright, so maybe I'm going to have to do it individually here. Auto draft, no. Offer trade. Because we don't want to have too many 7ths in 1 year, right? We want to just trade a bunch for the following years, right? So maybe for a couple 5ths. And then a 5th and a 6th year or something. See if that works. Should work. Trade accepted. Perfect. Now we can also trade our 7ths as well. We have about. Let me keep the 200th. Well, yeah, we have 4 7s, so I'm gonna keep one more there, and then trade them to. Who was good this year? Trade them to St. Louis. Why not? They want to get rid of their. So for the following year. Sure. Let's do that. Why not? I'm just trying to get rid of these picks here. Oh, crap. All right. Trade accepted. Sure. Why not? All right. So we only have one more pick to go now. I didn't want to spend too much time drafting here. Yeah. So we have one more 200th overall, I believe. So I may go for a home run here. No, not him. Not him either. Topi Piernas. It's not really going to be a home run because there's no players that are good enough here. But bottom 6, that's fine. Same entire draft now. And we picked up a couple medium elite players and then one low elite, I think. So, or low top 6. So I think it was a success. We did what we had to do. We got a player in the second round. Coaches with expiring contracts. So let me re-sign all these coaches here. Salary. Let me just re-sign him. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time with these guys here. Maybe I'll release these guys here. They don't have the greatest of stats. So I need how do you hire coaches? I'm gonna need to hire some coaches later. Scouts with expiring contracts. So I'm gonna need to sign all these scouts here. Offer contract, sure. Yeah, sorry guys. I just need to... Let me actually just do this really quickly and I'll bring you guys back. So give me a second here. Alright guys. I just re-signed or reassigned all these scouts. Now we're back to a re-sign stage. We have a lot of players, I think, to re-sign. Then we should have a lot of money as well. But some of these players actually grew a lot. Like Nick Suzuki is up to an 86 now. So it's going to be really, really interesting. We're going to for sure sign Shane Wright right now from the get-go. He is potentially going to be our fourth-line center to start the season. And then we'll see what happens moving forward. Lambos, we're going to keep him unsigned for now. Some of these other guys as well, we're going to keep unsigned unless we have a player that's worth signing. Mishak as well, potentially could sign. He's a top 6, I believe, right? Yeah. Although he's 66, he can play in the AHL for us for a little bit. Now, some of these guys I won't bother, but yeah, Nick Suzuki for sure. Let's just have a quick look and see how much he wants. $6 million for 5 years. If I was to offer him 5.825 for $5 million, he can be our first line center next year. Vince Dunn wants a contract as well, 2.8 for 2 years. Josh Brook will want a contract as well. 1 year at $750. If we were to give him 2 years, 2 years at let's give him $800,000 for 2 years, and then he can play in the AHL for us. Ryan Paling now, has he calmed down? Yeah, he has. Yeah, I mean he could be our fourth line forward. 3 years, no. Let's give him 2 years at 1.05. No, let's just give him what he wants so he signs right away. We don't want to be going back and forth to some of these players. Zenishin, Kufner, Leskinen, Alain, Evans, Dahlin, Repo, Sokolov, Harvey, Pinard, Ikonen, Rassinen. Some of these players, I'm not going to bother signing them right now. Caulfield is up to an 82 though, which is great to see. Gooley 70, so he's been signed for some reason. I think it's because he was already signed with us in real life. So let me just have a quick look. Kotkaniemi signed for 5.250. Anderson, Weber, okay. That's pretty much it. So let me advance a day, see if some of these players will accept. I'm not entirely thrilled with the role, but after mulling over it, okay, I accept. Some of these scouts will sign. I have to accept your contract renewal, so it's all going to come at once. Okay. All we really care is about the players right now. Hopefully all these guys sign. But if they don't, it's not the end of the world. All we care about is the players, like I said. So all these guys are accepting. Now, Nick Suzuki did reject, unfortunately. Brooke accepted. Paling accepted as well. Mishak accepted. right accepted as well. So how much do we have? 28 million. So yeah, we're gonna give Suzuki how much he wants, and just forget about it. So Suzuki, how much did he want? It was 5 years at 6. We'll give him 5 years at 6 million. Now these players are way more stingy than last time. Last time we could do like 0.75 taken off, or 0.25 to take off usually. Now it's a lot harder to try and get these guys to sign. So let me just simulate one day, see if he'll accept. Some more scouts now accepting as well. Come on now. It was an easy decision. So 6 million for 5 years. It's perfect. Sokolov, 70 at 22. We can offer him a contract for 1 year now. See if he can prove himself. Alexandre Alain, I'm going to have to say no to him. Release. Jacob Leguerrier, let's give him a contract. 21 though. Let's give him 1 year. Kuffner, does he want to come back as a fourth line forward? He does, so let's sign him. He can play, not fourth line now. He can play in our, he won't even play, sorry. He can just be a scratch player for us. Ikonen, we're going to sign as well. Rassinen, top 4, low top 4. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to say no. He's not even 70 yet, so. Harvey Pinard, I'm going to have to say no as well. You have to be 70, and if you're going to be over 20 something. So, Jake Evans, does he want to come back? Yes, he does. Yeah, 1 year, 750,000. Repo, I'm going to have to say no to him. Dunn, for sure, we're going to have to sign as well. So, if we are to give him 4 years at 2.8, 3 years at 2.75, I think that might be good. Leskinen, 25.70. Let's sign him to a contract. He can maybe be your one of the players scratch. So Senshin as well. Laurent Dauphin, I'm gonna have to say no to him. Release him. Lehkonen or Dallin now. Jonathan Dallin, I'm gonna say yes to him. Maybe he has low top 6 ceiling, so maybe he can turn out to be someone. Lehkonen, 78. Let's give him a shot. Olofsson, for sure, no. I already signed some of those other players. Belzil as well, no. And yeah, so let me advance one more day here. Lehkonen signed. Evans signed. Dunn signed as well. Perfect. Kuffner signed. Zenishin signed as well. Oh, these guys are signing. If someone says no, that's when I'm going to stop it. So, perfect. Now, I think we have to sign Primo as well. If I'm not mistaken. Primo. Yeah, Primo for sure. Knight still has a few more years. So, how much does Primo want? So Primo, we can pretty much have him for a minimum contract here at 82 overall. Let's give him exactly how much he wants for 5 years. Why not? And then McNiven, no. This guy can play with Spencer Knight, and then these guys can be the best goaltending tandem in the AHL. So let's see. It's an easy decision. So 975,000 for 5 years. That's crazy, guys. So we pretty much have Primo at 82 overall for all those years. You can always trade him if he's not doing the job, but I think he will. So that's pretty much it. We have 20 million in cap space to sign a few players, I think, but I just want to have a quick look to see who's going to be in free agency before I end it. And then you guys can... Michael McNiven, we're going to lose. That's fine. He's only a 70 overall goalie at 24 or something. So maybe even more. So we have a lot of contract spots available and a lot of cap space. I think over $20 million. So Morgan Riley's available at 90 overall. Wow. 28-year-old D-man. Johnny Gaudreau, Zibanejad, Joe Thornton, Philip Forsberg, Alex Nylander. Okay, he's an RFA though. Philip Forsberg might be a player that's interesting. Chris Letang. Okay. Colton Parayko, I might actually want to sign instead to replace Jeff Petrie for 3 or 4 years. Who else? Jake Bean is available. He's only an 82 though. Hampus Lindholm is available as well, 85. He could play with Shea Weber. And then we could have Romanov and Juleson on the second pairing or something like that. He would be way cheaper than Parayko, almost $1 million cheaper than Parayko. Keep in mind, we have $20 million in cap space, guys. So we could even get Parayko and Lindholm. Radulov, Pionk we could actually even get as well. Ekholm, Chernak. So a lot of options here, guys. Let me know what you think of the moves we made. We have $20 million in cap space, and there are a bunch of good players. So I think for sure we should go after Hampus Lindholm to play with Shea Weber, and then another 84 or something, so we can get back into the playoffs. I don't know if we should go after Philip Forsberg per se. He wants $8.8 million, so that might prove to be a little too much for us. We may want to settle for players like Nito Niederreiter or not even Nito Niederreiter. Let me see. Maybe a gem that we could get down here. Maybe Max Domi at 5.2. Not too sure. Teddy Bluger, not really. Riley Smith, maybe. 31. But how much he produces? 16 goals, 30 assists for 46 points. He produces. Warren Fogle, 26. 85. Warren Fogle might be a good player to get. Dominic Cahoon as well we could get. So yeah, the options are here. Now, if we are to go and try and find some of these guys, we have a few top 6 players here. Shane Gershes, Evgeny Svechnikov at 79. But he is 25, but we could probably pick him up. Mason Appleton, Kopaka. Top 6 for Kopaka, okay. He could turn out to be someone, maybe. Let me see. Jack Kopaka. He is 24, though, so an RFA, so maybe not. We need some of these players who are going to be UFAs. Chechovic. Is he an RFA? Yeah. Sorry. Heponiemi is an RFA as well. So, yeah, I don't know. The options are here, guys. I think we definitely need to strengthen our defense. I'll quickly show you what our team would be going, or how our team would be looking if we were to go ahead and start the season with the players we have right now. So I will quickly show you the forwards now. Suzuki, Duran, Gallagher would be the first line. Kotkaniemi, Danault, Toffoli, second line. Caulfield, Anderson, Paling, the third line. Lehkonen, Kuffner, Zenishin, the fourth line. Obviously, we would have Shane Wright in there as well. So it's not terrible, but it's not great either. I think we need some help, maybe 1 or 2 forwards. And then on defense, we could have... Who can we have? Weber, Dunn, Juleson, Brook, Romanov, Mete. We're going to pick up, for sure, Lindholm to play with Weber. Then Dunn can play with whoever we get there on the second pairing. And then Romanov and Mete or Romanov and Brook can play there together. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know if you've enjoyed the episode. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace.